I'm Karen Bain, Education Director at Metro Theater Company.
And I'm Jen Zofel, Metro Theater Company's resident teaching artist.
We have a wide variety of education programs. We work with young people, like really as young as age 3, all the way up through high school, and sometimes even with college students. And some of our programs look like using the arts to teach core curriculum. So like math, science, history, social studies, language arts, you name it. It's about pushing the desks aside, even this past year over Zoom, and really making learning engaging and active and supporting the great work that classroom teachers are already doing, and just making it a space where students can dare to fail and make real connections with each other and to the curriculum and to the greater world around them. Our flagship program, Building Community Through Drama, is all about exploring the triangle of oppression. So students really dig into those roles in the triangle, the bully, the target, the bystander who we want to become an upstander, and how through role playing and reflective dialogue, they can become positive change makers in their school communities and the different communities that they belong to. So those are some of our school programs. We also do professional development for classroom teachers and pre-service teachers. And then we have our summer camps.
So for our summer programming, we offer camps for middle schoolers and high schoolers. And when we're not offering them virtually, like we will be this summer, those camps take place at St. Louis University. It's really exciting for those young people because they get an opportunity to be on a college campus using college facilities and really getting a taste of what that student life is like. During the weeks that we spend with our middle schoolers and high schoolers, it's all about the process. We're really thinking about things like devising work, taking looks at scripts, and seeing what's really going on. These camps are really exciting for students all over the spectrum, whether they've been doing theater forever or it's their first time that they're jumping in. Then we have our creative arts camp, which is like smooshing all of the art forms together.
Smooshing. It's a very technical term.
Very technical. Creative arts camp includes creative movement, visual art, music, and drama. And students get to see how those art forms are separately and what it's like when those art forms come together.
I'm really excited about the themes of each week of virtual camp that we've had so much fun coming up with. Some of it is inspired from the great work that was done last summer that we're so inspired by our campers. So I think that there's some really fun sessions and themes coming up that we have. And the teaching team, our teaching artists are all so different from each other, have incredible skills, and are a ton of fun to work with, and just instrumental at creating these really safe spaces for our campers to learn and have fun. So that's something that I'm really excited about. How about you?
I personally am very much looking forward to the Living Room Olympics. I think that's going to be super fun. And some things that I'm really looking forward to that are really special about virtual camp are the ways that students use their own environments to enhance what they're doing artistically in ways that we wouldn't get to do if we were all in the same classroom together. Students might be working on a scene and then run and grab something from another room in their house that they feel totally fits the scene. And it gives them an extra element of control and power, which is really exciting. And I'm also really excited to see friendships continue to form. We had lots of students making friends last year at camp, and it's so cool to have that virtual friendship.
And completely possible, the fact that community can absolutely be created. Young people, just like they would walk into a studio space in person, they enter that virtual classroom space and very quickly bond. And, before lunchtime, they're exchanging social media information and friendships going on.
Let's see. What I really enjoy about working with young people is how willing they are to jump in and try things. Once you create that community where people trust one another, they're open to exploring things and seeing different perspectives. And I'm always learning from the young people that we're working with. What about you, Karen?
I'd say yes to everything that you just said. As the co-learning right along with our students is one of my favorite things because we never enter spaces assuming we know more, than what our students know, no matter what age they are. And so it's so much fun to learn along with them and make those personal connections and watch students discover who they are and question the world around them. And we get to play for a living. What's better than that?
What is better than that? Something that we get to see time and time again that's really special about Metro Theater Company education programs is how it brings students to a different light for some of their classroom teachers. There will be students who are totally keep to themselves a lot of the time, but when we're in the room and the arts are happening, those students are coming alive in a different way and they're getting to express themselves. So that's not necessarily one specific time because it's something we're lucky enough to get to see happen more than once.
I love that. It's so true. What you just said, because the arts has the power to reach all learners, because every human learns in a different way. And when you are engaging in arts-based teaching and learning, you are tapping into so many different learning modalities that at some point within a given session, there's going to be an entry point for every student.
Something that I think is really exciting about arts integration is the way that it allows students to have empathy for people in historical circumstances. It really puts them in those people's shoes. For example, one activity that we do all the time is a soundscape where we look at an image from history and we think about those sounds that are happening in that image if it were to come to life. Then we create those sounds with our own voices. And that gives students an opportunity to think about everything that's going on behind the scenes in that given picture. And I think it really helps give them perspective about what those people were going through.
Yes. Yes to everything you just said about soundscapes. And also, I feel like when we've done that activity in particular, it always lends itself towards students making connections to modern day stories that are very much related to something that may have happened years ago, but is still very relevant and still happening today. A donation to Metro Theater Company helps to ensure that funding is never a barrier for a child to experience the eye-opening magic of live theater and teaching artists in their classroom, exploring the arts.
If you'd be open to giving, please visit metroplays.org/give STL Day.
Thank you so much.
Bye.